to Wall Street to interview professionals.
All right, so the first question is, what is one piece of financial advice that you would give your 16-year-old self?
I think I would say save. Save a lot more money than you spend is what I would say. I mean, as a 16-year-old, it really depends on what you're doing. But as a 16-year-old, I was working. I was already in college, so I was working at least 20-something hours a week. So I saved a lot of money, actually.
So the second question I have actually leads on to that, which is when it comes to financial literacy, what is one thing that you think young people should know, and what is a critical first step that you think these young people should take?
Well, it's quite difficult, right? Because I would say the circle you surround yourself. But if you're 16, you're with 16-year-olds, I reckon, right? I would say if you look around your friends and see what their fathers or their mothers or people around them who are older are doing, and ask questions and take mentorship is what I would advise. So I wouldn't say step away from the 16-year-olds, but I would say leverage who they have that's around them, and just make sure in your gatherings and things like that you're asking the right questions and they see that you're invested to learn more. A lot of the things you're going to learn financially you will not get in school, and you have to seek that for yourself.
Exactly. Again, financial literacy not being taught in schools, why it's important to, do research outside of school. My final question is, what industry do you work in?
So I work in planning. I would say it's a policy level side of architecture. If you would, I studied architecture.
Thank you very much for your time, really. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My first question is, what is one piece of financial advice that you would give your 16-year-old self?
One piece I'd give myself is just start early. I mean, for the longest time, I didn't know what to do. I didn't have advice that I was given. And really, I started later than I should have. And if I could go back and do it all over again, starting earlier, the better off I'd be.
Yeah. When you say starting earlier, starting learning about financial literacy or investing or saving?
Investing earlier and financial literacy.
My second question is, when it comes to financial literacy, what do you think is one thing that young people should know, and what is one critical step you think those young people should take?
Critical step I think people should take is finding out what they're good at and learning what they're not. A lot of people think, oh, I can learn this in the long term, but if you don't really have the content and wherewithal to learn and grow, you're not going to be able to keep this up for the long term.
One final question is, what is the industry that you work in?
I work in the CLO industry, collateralized loan obligations.
Well, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate you taking, part of your day out for this interview.
No problem.
Thank you.